working.
Do you have your ID on you by chance?
Oh, I don't give anybody my ID unless I've committed a crime.
Okay, well, I'm coming in contact with you right now and I need to see your ID, okay?
Well, there's no legal basis for me to give you my ID, just so you know, because that can get you into some trouble down the line. Because
that video, erase it. There's no reason for you to have
That's not going to happen.
They're gonna let you stay here, okay?
No one's letting me do anything. She obviously wanted me to leave, but she has no legal basis for me to leave. It's a public building, open to the public. I have a right to be here. Just so I wanted to clarify that. Hey, what's up guys? Long Island Audit here. Back again with another video. Today we're at the United States Post Office here in Owatonna, Minnesota. We are here today, as always, to peacefully exercise our First Amendment right to film in public and publicly accessible areas, to promote transparency and accountability within our government, and to ensure that our public servants respect our rights and treat us with respect. Let's get into it. Alright guys, so before we go inside, let's take a look around the facility here.
Can I help you?
Excuse me?
Can I help you?
Who are you?
I'm a carrier here. Who are you?
Your name?
Huh?
Can I get your name?
No, you can't.
Oh, you can't help me then. I don't know.
I'm just curious as to what you're doing.
Yeah, no, I don't need any help. I'm just taking some pictures and video. It's pretty obvious.
Don't think you're supposed to be doing that at the post office.
I'm not supposed to take any pictures and video at the post office? Why would that be?
I'll go get my boss, okay?
Yeah, you could do. Yeah, sure, no problem. So apparently this is the woman over here.
I need to have you leave the premises. This is government property.
Who are you, ma'am?
I'm a supervisor here.
You're a supervisor and your name is?
I'm not going to give you that, but
Why does no one want to give me their name?
we don't need to give you our names.
Do you work for the post office?
What is your name?
Well, I just asked you for your name. Why would I give you my name if you're being rude?
I'm not being rude. When I have carriers worrying about somebody with a video with their camera taking pictures.
Yeah, I'm just taking pictures of
coming
the.
and asking-
Yeah, I'm taking pictures of
Why?
the dock area here.
Why?
I'm not going to disclose that information because you're not disclosing any information to me.
I don't need to. I don't need to.
This is private property.
It's
Who
government property.
who owns it? If it's private.
Why are you asking? What's your concern?
I just wanted
with property?
to. He said it's private property, so I wanted to know who owns the private
not-
property.
It's not private property. It's government property.
Yeah, I understand that.
Call President Biden then. Ask him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no,
But
I don't need
this,
to.
This is the deal.
If you
It
call
doesn't.
the police and ask them to come here, that they
We
would
just-
They wouldn't do anything.
We just can't have you
Try it.
taking pictures.
can't be taking pictures because
Yeah, I'm just
like you're
that I'm
staking the place out.
I'm staking the place out to what? To steal mail?
You
Does
said
does that make? He said stake in the. Why else would you stake a place out for?
right. You said we didn't.
Yeah. Why? But what's your name, sir?
Why do you need our names?
I'd like to know who I'm speaking with. I don't
I'm
know.
TJ.
TJ?
Yeah.
I'm SP.
SP. Okay. Nice to meet you.
I'm
but
SP.
what I'm asking you is, we can't have you filming things.
Yeah, I'm just taking some
That's
pictures
all.
and video.
No, I can't have you do that
Why can't you?
because it's not your property.
It's not yours either. It's
I
ours.
work here and I am controlling this right now.
You're
and
not.
I need you just to get off.
The post office does not own this building.
Oh, the post office doesn't own it? Who owns it then? Do you know?
I guess some guy in New York actually.
Some guy in New York? Could be me.
No, he's older.
Could be
I
me.
talked to him. It's not you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, it's still being leased by the post office, which
Yes.
means that it's still a government. It's
No,
not his.
we're paying the money.
Yeah, which means
This
that you
is our
lease the parking
property.
lot. Exactly. Yeah. And I'm just taking some pictures and video. I don't see what's the big deal.
We can't have it.
Why not?
We can't. Just like if I went to your home and started doing it. Or
Yeah, but I'm not your home.
Wouldn't you
I'm
feel
not at your
uncomfortable?
home. I could understand if I went to your home and I started taking pictures.
This right now is like my home.
It's not.
I'm here.
This is where
know
you
what
do the
I'm
work.
saying?
Yeah.
But I don't.
I just
need-
respectfully disagree,
right-
ma'am.
But right now, my concern too is we're going to have all these carriers coming in.
Yeah,
and I
I'm
don't
gonna
want them
document
not
that.
Seeing you and hitting you.
Yeah. No,
I
I'm gonna
don't want
document that. I'm gonna stay. I'm gonna
So
stay
if
to the
you
side.
If you go on the sidewalk You can do whatever you want.
Yeah, no, I'm not in a restricted area or anything. This is open.
I'm
This is open to the
saying
public.
If one of our carriers
It would
does
be my
not
fault.
see you and they hit you,
Yeah,
no.
I'll be careful.
No, I'm.
I haven't been hit. I'm 31 years old. Haven't been hit by a car yet.
Well,
Thank
I'm
God.
older than you, and I have not been hit. yet.
Exactly.
But
Very rare
I'm just
occurrence.
saying, I do need you to get off of the area, off of the property. There's
I just
no
don't
reason
understand.
for you to be here.
Excuse me?
Yeah, there's
Huh?
just no. It's like you want confrontation.
I don't
not
want to
gonna
even
give
talk.
it to
You know what? I'm
asking
not going to give you
leave.
confrontation either. I'm going to walk away. Okay?
Thank you.
I'm not going to give it to you
Appreciate
either.
that. But I need you to walk away
Nope.
from this
You
area.
just want confrontation, ma'am. I'm not going to give it to you.
No, I'm asking you to walk off of the premises.
Okay, ma'am.
You're an unwanted guest as of now, sir. And do not go any closer to that vehicle. I'm going to tell you that much right now.
What's wrong with the vehicle?
This is a government vehicle. I don't need you by that.
I can
vehicle.
look inside the vehicles.
No, you cannot.
Yes, I can.
Why?
Because I can. I can.
Why? What's the purpose?
I would tell you the purpose if you guys identified yourself to me and you
I
treated me with
already did. I said
respect.
I'm TJ.
Who's TJ? I don't. Yeah, but
TJ.
what does it stand for? What is your name?
You're not getting it.
Okay. So I'm not
Just
going
like
to tell you
didn't
why I'm
give me
here.
Yours, so come on.
If you would have
Come
given me
on.
yours, I would have given you mine, ma'am.
Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and call the police. If they don't do anything, they don't do anything.
They won't.
But I want your safety. My job is to keep you safe.
That's not why you're doing
them
it.
Safe.
That's not.
Are you kidding
That's
me?
not why you're doing it. And that's not why he. That's not why he called you, ma'am.
It's very uncomfortable
You
for
keep-
them to come out here and try and do their job when you're just loitering around.
You don't know what purpose.
I don't know you either. I have no idea who you are.
Huh?
I don't know you either.
That's because I work here though.
Okay.
I belong here.
I belong here too.
I'm giving you one last chance. Are you going to leave or not?
Ma'am, I'm not leaving.
Thank you.
I don't see what's the big deal. See, she could have just told me what her name was. He could have identified himself to me. I would have told him, "Hi, my name's Sean. Nice to meet you," just like I do every other time. There's no restricted area. Only over here. You see? You see that? No loitering. That's to be up there on the bay. You can take pictures and video, and you can certainly take pictures and video of inside these carrier trucks for sure. I don't understand. Let's take a look inside. First things first, let's find the rules and regulations governing conduct on postal property, aka poster 7. I don't see it posted anywhere out here. Let's check the lobby area. So they do have it posted here, the rules and regulations governing conduct on postal property, aka poster 7, where it says that photographs for news purposes may be taken in entrances, foyers, lobbies, etc. Service Information Center. So we have the police officers here arriving. Hi, how are you? Nothing. Were you called for me?
Yep.
For what?
Well, we were just talking about how you were videotaping and...
Yeah, I'm just taking some pictures and video of the facility here. That's
Okay.
correct. Can I get your name and badge number, please?
Sure, Officer Johnson, 7108.
Thank you, Officer Johnson. I appreciate that.
Yep.
Yeah, no, I'm just taking some pictures and video, and I tried to explain that to them. They didn't really want to hear anything. They weren't trying to be, cooperative with me. My name's Sean. I'm an independent journalist.
Okay. Do you
working.
have your ID on you by chance?
Oh, I don't give anybody my ID unless I've committed a crime.
Okay, well, I'm coming in contact with you right now and I need to see your ID, okay? When a police
Did-
officer asks...
Did I commit a
show you
crime?
Identification.
Can I get your name and badge number too, sir? You have a card for me? Perfect, sir. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Or just here visiting, or
Oh, I'm just an independent journalist. Yeah, no, I don't give up ID just because you made contact with me. I have to have committed a crime, and then I would give you my ID. But I haven't committed any crimes here. Yeah.
You from here then, or just visiting?
Oh, I'm just in town, just working on a story. Yeah.
Go ahead.
Excuse me, sorry.
Yes.
What's going on?
I have no idea.
I believe you know TJ, Supervisor TJ.
LJ.
LJ. She told me TJ. Say she lied to me.
Okay.
But LJ, apparently she called them, so she probably know what was going on better than I would, for sure.
Unless it's Teresa. Let me go find out.
Oh, maybe Teresa. Supervisor. She said she was a supervisor. But yeah, no, I'm just in town working on a story, sir.
Sorry.
Nothing. Excuse me, ma'am.
Okay, yeah, we can start calling. Yeah.
Is this officer new to the department, or
Thank you.
What's it?
is this officer new to the department, or no? Ma'am, what makes you, just respectfully, what makes you think that just because I've come in contact with you, I have to give you, what legal basis are you using?
We're just asking if you'd want to give us your name.
No, she specifically said I have to give her my ID because I came in contact with her. So I'm trying to find out what legal basis.
The post office gave us a call. They didn't know what you're doing here.
Yeah.
This is their property, right?
Yeah, this is federal property, public property.
But
Correct.
I was kind of curious what was going on.
Yeah.
They just had asked you your name, so.
Yeah, no one would give me theirs. This is the same way that you guys gave me your name. That's why I gave you my name. Like, mutual respect. When you don't give me your name, if you would have said I'm not giving you my name, I wouldn't have given you my name either. But you gave me your name, so I gave you my name is Sean. I'm an independent journalist. I'm working on a story, But just there's no legal basis for me to give you my ID, unless you think that I committed a crime or I'm about to or anything. Just so you know, because that can get you into some trouble down the line. Because I'm just saying, if you force somebody to give it to you. You guys are with, how do you say, I have no idea. Can you say it for me?
Owatonna.
Owatonna. Is that like some Native American name? Where I'm from, we have kind of cities like that too, where our cities have, Native American and no one knows how to say them. Like there's a city where I'm from. I'm from Long Island, and the cities that we have, it'll be like Patchogue, and they'll be like Pachoki, and I'm like, no, it's just ingrained into my brain that I know how to say them.
We get Owatonna.
Owatonna.
That's a very common thing.
Owatonna.
Yeah. So, you said you talked to the supervisor?
I spoke to the supervisor. I was actually taking some pictures out back. I was like, I'm working on a story on the post office in itself, like the comings and goings and stuff. And I made sure that I didn't pass any, no trespassing or restricted area signs. And she just didn't like the fact that I was taking some pictures over there. So, I asked her, hey, can I get your name? So I'm a supervisor here. I'm telling you that, you can't take pictures. This is a government area. And I actually have a memo if you want to take a look at it. There's I'm not sure if you're familiar with the Postal Inspection Service.
I work for the post office.
No, but the Postal Inspection Service, they're actually the law enforcement division of the post office. They actually have jurisdiction here. And they released a memo just last month that taking pictures and video inside of a post office, is a constitutionally protected activity. And there's really, I would, the same way I'm being cordial with you and I told you up front what I'm doing, I would have told her, but her attitude, the way she came off is she's like, I'm not telling you my name. You need to leave. Oh, I was right there, right around back.
Okay.
Yeah, but there was no, again, I wasn't in a restricted area. I didn't go on top of the
refer thing.
No, yeah. Yeah, no, I've just been in the publicly accessible areas. That's it. She's like, well, I'm going to call law enforcement. And I said, well, ma'am, you have to, you do what you need to do, But hopefully, if she would just call, I think she's a supervisor. I don't think the postmaster's here. Usually the postmasters are more, informed.
Have you been to quite a few different post offices?
Yeah, I work in all types of government buildings, public buildings, and normally the postmasters, they know what's going on. They say, hey, you have the right to do it, because like I said, they've released memos. Like we've been through this a bunch of times, so I don't want to go through it anymore.
Back and forth forth with them.
Yeah, whether your office has jurisdiction here or not to enforce the law, or it's a whole big thing, and it's just there's no law being broken other than maybe her feelings are hurt. Well, you're not a feelings officer, right? So it's just hopefully we can come to a good understanding, and because I don't want to waste your guys' time,
I just think they just didn't know what was going on. They probably don't get too many people.
Just taking some pictures and video.
They don't get too many people back there in that parking lot.
Yeah, I mean, well, it's all open.
Yeah, that's where they like unload their trucks and everything.
Yeah, they were
So
like, it was funny. They were like, you could be casing the place, and I was like, casing the place for stamps, greeting card.
I think that's what like I said, we don't get too many,
Yeah.
going back. There's that thing.
Again, I guess it's just the way. It's initially handled. Yeah, it's just the way it's initially handled. Because maybe if I would have told them, hey, listen, I'm just getting the ins and outs of the post office to see how the daily operations run, and I came inside and nobody gave me a problem when I came inside. But it was I don't know what casing the post office even means, to be honest. A bank, maybe, the post office. Yeah, I don't know. Who uses stamps anymore?
Not many people. See, and did you like your way out from like New York all the way out to Minnesota?
Oh yeah, I travel all over the country. Yeah.
Must be a
Travel.
long trip,
Yeah. Sometimes I drive. Sometimes I fly. Depends. It's really
Do you have
far
your own
here.
film company then?
Yeah, I have my own media company. Correct. Yeah.
Okay.
I have a media company where I just take pictures and videos of different post office just to see the ins and outs of the post office, and hopefully that they understand education
So
tool.
Are you working on a documentary then, or?
Yeah, well, it's not really a documentary, I should say, but it's more of a just how do the post office interact with their customers? How do they treat people that are not breaking the law? So that's basically it.
So was it SP?
SP. Yeah, I told the officers my name.
Okay. Well, this is the deal. We just need you to leave off the premises. I need you to. If
What
you don't have
authority?
business,
What authority do you have to remove me from the?
My clerks are very uncomfortable right now.
But what is?
They got your video. They want that video. Erase it. There's
That's-
no reason for you to have
That's not
this.
going to happen. I didn't go in
There's
there.
no reason for you
Yeah,
to
but I
have
didn't go in there specifically.
Those are mothers and grandmothers. Okay?
But what does that have to? I didn't go in there to intentionally record anyone. I'm recording in the area.
When you have your phone like this, okay, then let me
Ma'am,
do
calm
this.
down, calm down.
Let
ma'am.
me do this.
You can take a
How
picture with me all you
uncomfortable are
want.
you at?
I'm not uncomfortable at all.
Okay, I will.
They're just very uncomfortable.
I will.
Back here for a sec.
Okay.
Can we go back here for a sec?
There's cameras all over the building.
Okay. So she just wants you to.
Yeah, no, but I have business here. If you want to, I have business here. This is a public building. Wow, that escalated quickly. That female officer is a liability to her department. I'm just going to say that right now. She's a liability. Not only did she threaten me and say, well, I made contact with you and I'm a law enforcement officer and I'm telling you to give me your license. Liability. Liability. She has no idea what she's talking about. That's why I thought she was a rookie. Liability to her department. And then she's going to say, well, you need to leave the premises. What authority do you have to remove me from a public building? I have the memo in my pocket. Like, I can show them the memo on my phone where the inspection service explicitly states we can look at poster 7 together. Grandmothers. You see how they're, she's trying to like create an emotional response. Oh, they're grandmothers, they're mothers. What does that mean? What does that mean? I wasn't rude to any of them. I'm not, what? I went in there, I didn't hold my camera in front of their face. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. You see, that one officer, he treated me with respect. I told him where I was from. I basically told him exactly what I'm doing here. If he puts 2 and 2 together, he'll know. Ridiculous, though. Completely ridiculous.
Alright, Sean, right? Mm-hmm. So they're gonna let you stay here, okay?
Yeah.
But you can't be bothering the employees, okay? But you can still be doing what you're doing, and when they close at 5, you have to leave, okay?
Okay, 2 things. No one's letting me do anything. Number 2, of course, I'm not going to stay in a building after they're closed. But no one's letting me do anything. She obviously wanted me to leave, but she has no legal basis for me to leave. It's a public building, open to the public. I have a right to be here. Just so I wanted to clarify that. Officer Selvig, thank you, sir.
5 o'clock, we're gonna go, man.
Take care, Officer Selvig. You have a good one. Definitely going to be following up with their supervisor for sure. For sure. Completely ridiculous. How are you a supervisor and have no idea about Poster 7 or the internal memo that was sent out to everybody from the Postal Inspection Service? Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. I'm not even going to go in back there and try and educate her. You know, that's for her boss, the postmaster, to do when she tells her all this. She's just going to go crazy again, and I'm not trying to create any confrontation with her. I obviously have the right to record here and do what I want to do and exercise my First Amendment right. So as you see, police officers are leaving. So another officer arrived on the scene. Really not that big of a deal. Alright guys, so we're just getting out of the United States Post Office here in Owatonna, Minnesota. Definitely started off pretty rough. Was just taking pictures and video in the public parking lot of the post office. Wasn't in any restricted area. There weren't any no trespassing signs in the area that I was in. Yet the supervisor, Teresa, and the postal carrier had to make a big deal about it, that I'm casing the post office, all this stupidity and nonsense. And then when I wouldn't comply with their unlawful orders, they decided to call law enforcement. And that's when things could have went south really fast. That female officer, she's a liability to her department. For sure, 100% liability. I haven't heard that in a long time where a law enforcement officer comes up to me and says, I'm demanding your ID. You need to give me your ID because I'm a law enforcement officer and I made contact with you. What kind of legal basis is that? That makes no sense. She has to be a rookie. Has to be. There's no way she would ever just think, because I'm a law enforcement officer, that's so sad. Again, a liability to our department. Officer Selvin, he's a credit to his department. He de-escalated the situation masterfully. He knew the law. He knew she could not demand ID from me. He knew what he was talking about. He knew what he was doing. Thankfully, because that could have went real south. If she was the only officer here, I might be in handcuffs right now. Teresa, the supervisor, postal supervisor, you know, trying to invoke an emotional response by saying that's someone's grandmother, someone's mother. You know, I'm someone's father. Everybody's someone's something, right? You know, it doesn't make any sense. It's a nonsensical argument because we're in public. I'm not harassing anybody. I'm not, you know, following anybody with a camera. I'm panning around in a public area. Just makes no sense, and it's actually a shameful tactic on her part. She should know, as a supervisor, Poster 7, the rules and regulations, as well as the memo that just came out a few weeks ago. I was willing to show them all of that. They didn't want to see it. And then the female officer almost cost her department again, another liability to her department. Well, you need to leave the premises right now. They're telling you to leave. Thankfully, you know, Officer Selvin knows our rights, knows the law, took everybody in the back and explained to them that unless I'm breaking the law in any way, I have a right to be in a public building. So good on Officer Selvin. Shame on the female officer whose name escapes me right now, but I'll put it in the description below. Let me know what you think about this one in the comment section below, guys. As always, stay safe. God bless. I'll see you in the next video. Long Island Audit. Peace.